Have you ever found yourself standing at the foot of a towering ambition, feeling overwhelmed by the sheer scale of it, wondering how anyone ever reaches such heights? Or perhaps you've started countless journeys, a new skill, a fitness goal, a creative project, only to find your enthusiasm wane, leaving behind a trail of unfinished dreams. If that feeling of stopping short, of seeing your potential gather dust, resonates with you, then you're about to uncover one of life's most profound and often overlooked secrets. Today, we're not just talking about trying harder. We're diving deep into the very core of human nature, exploring the hidden psychology behind what it truly means to be consistent, and how mastering this one principle can become the cornerstone of every single success you've ever yearned for. Stay with me, because this isn't just theory. It's a roadmap to building the life you envision, brick by consistent brick. 1. The unseen power of small actions, the compounding effect. We often fall into the trap of believing that monumental goals require monumental effort all at once. We imagine a grand leap, a sudden burst of brilliance. But the truth, the profound psychological truth, is far more subtle and infinitely more powerful. It's the principle of compounding, not just in finance, but in every aspect of your growth. Think of a tiny stream, barely a trickle, carving its way through solid rock. On any given day, its progress is imperceptible, but give it weeks, months, years, and that relentless, consistent trickle carves canyons. Or consider the meticulous brushstrokes of a master painter. Each stroke, insignificant on its own, builds into a breathtaking masterpiece. The brain, our incredible neural network, operates similarly. Each small, consistent effort, whether it's reading one page, writing one sentence, or taking one conscious breath, isn't just an isolated act. It's a tiny deposit into your personal growth bank, an imperceptible strengthening of neural pathways. Over time, these small deposits accumulate, not linearly, but exponentially, creating a formidable force that transforms your abilities, your knowledge, and ultimately, your reality. I once spoke with an aspiring writer who struggled with writer's block and self-doubt. He dreamed of writing a novel, but felt paralyzed by the enormity of it. I suggested a simple shift. Commit to writing just one paragraph every single day. No pressure for perfection, no word count goals beyond that. He laughed. That's it? 6 months later, he had not only completed his first draft, but had found immense joy in the daily ritual. He realized the act of showing up, even in a small way, had silenced his inner critic and built momentum he never thought possible. The initial results of consistency are often invisible, like the roots of a mighty tree growing deep before any visible trunk emerges. But these hidden efforts are crucial. They build the foundation for everything that follows. Identify one small, almost laughably small, action you can take daily towards a significant goal. It could be 5 minutes of learning, 1 push-up, or 1 minute of meditation. Don't aim for intensity, aim for inevitability. Make it so easy you can't say no. 2. Consistency as identity. Reshaping who you are. Here's where consistency moves beyond just doing and into being. Our identity isn't a fixed state. It's a dynamic narrative we continuously construct through our actions. Psychologically, when you consistently perform an action, you begin to internalize that action as part of who you are. You stop trying to be a runner, you are a runner because you run every morning. You're not trying to be a mindful person, you are a mindful person because you consistently practice mindfulness. This shift from doing to being is incredibly liberating. It removes the burden of willpower from individual acts and embeds the behavior into your self-concept. When an opportunity arises, a runner doesn't debate whether to go for a run, they simply go. A reader doesn't struggle to pick up a book, it's just what they do. This isn't about bragging, it's about aligning your actions with the person you aspire to become. When your identity supports your habits become effortless. Your brain loves consistency. It creates shortcuts, routines, and a sense of predictability that conserves mental energy. Consider someone who struggled with unhealthy eating habits for years. They tried every diet, only to fail. The breakthrough came when they stopped focusing on being on a diet and instead adopted the identity of someone who prioritizes nourishing their body. This mental reframing, backed by consistent choices, choosing whole foods, planning meals, gradually transformed their relationship with food. The change wasn't about deprivation, it was about honoring their new identity. Consistency isn't just about achieving external results, it's about fundamentally altering your self-perception, making desirable behaviors feel innate and inevitable. This is how you literally become the person you want to be. I am the type of person who, and fill in a consistent behavior you want to embody, e.g., I am the type of person who reads every evening, or I am the type of person who finishes what they start. Then, let your daily actions be evidence of that new identity. And if you're finding value in these insights, take a moment to hit the like button. It helps us know what truly resonates with you and allows this message to reach more people looking to unlock their potential. And if you're finding value in these insights, take a moment to hit the like button. It helps us know what truly resonates with you and allows this message to reach more people looking to unlock their potential. 3. The myth of motivation and the practice of showing up. We often wait for motivation to strike, like a lightning bolt, before we begin. We believe we need to feel inspired, energized, or perfectly aligned. But this is a deeply misleading psychological trap. Motivation is not a prerequisite for action. More often, it is a result of action. The act of showing up, especially when you don't feel like it, is a profound statement to your brain and to the universe. It rewires your expectation that you need to feel good to start. Think about the most successful artists, athletes, or entrepreneurs. Do you imagine they wake up every single day bursting with motivation? Absolutely not. They show up. They sit down at the desk. They step onto the court. They make that call. Not because they always feel like it, but because it's what they do. The moment you begin, the friction often dissipates. The inertia is overcome. The brain, seeing the action, begins to generate the necessary focus, and often the motivation follows, like a wave pushing you forward. This is the action-first principle. It builds mental resilience, teaching you to trust the process over fleeting feelings. I had a friend who wanted to learn to play the guitar. Every time he picked it up, he'd get frustrated by how difficult it sounded and put it down, waiting for inspiration. I encouraged him to commit to just 10 minutes a day, not to learn something new, but just to hold the guitar, strum a few chords, and put it back. No pressure, no judgment. After a few weeks, something shifted. The act of simply showing up reduced the mental barrier. He started playing for 15, then 20 minutes, then learning songs. The motivation didn't precede the practice, it emerged from it. Don't wait for motivation to find you. Create it through consistent action. The smallest commitment to showing up is a powerful antidote to procrastination and self-doubt. The next time you feel resistant to starting something, use the 2-minute rule. Commit to doing just 2 minutes of the task. Often, those 2 minutes are enough to break the inertia, and you'll find yourself continuing naturally. If not, you've still maintained your consistency. Consistency isn't a superpower reserved for a select few. It's a fundamental psychological principle, a gentle but unwavering force available to us all. It's the silent architect of success, the quiet builder of identity, and the wellspring of true motivation. Remember the tiny stream, the daily paragraph, the committed runner, and the musician who simply picked up their instrument. Your dreams aren't built on grand gestures, but on the quiet, relentless rhythm of showing up day after day. Embrace this profound truth and watch as your entire world begins to reshape itself, revealing the incredible potential that has always resided within you, simply waiting to be nurtured consistently.